to the E to the L to the U to the X to the E to the top. Smacking.
They can't have that because they've had so many crashes with trains, like crashing into each other because they were too close. So now they have to have a set distance between them. But here in London, that's unheard of. You can literally have a train, like right now, a train could have exited this station, and I could be waltzing in. That's fine. Anyway, what station are we at? We're at St James's Park. Above here, I think, above St James's Park is the actual London Underground. I think above here is the London Underground headquarters, which is a cool little fact to know. Okay, I really need to focus now because I had to use the emergency brake twice now. So I'm losing the flow here. Well, we're supposed to leave 49, we can leave. Let's go! Next station I do believe is Westminster, the most modern station on this line. I think Wood Lane as well is another modern one, so you know. Right, let's get back into the cab, close that door. Oh my god, I forgot to put this up. Silly me. There we go. Putting a not in service sign, that's great. Right, so that's good. Automatic, yeah, okay, good. Westminster next station. I think Westminster Station was one of the most hardest stations to build with the Jubilee Line's extension program.
Change for the Jubilee Line. Exit for Westminster Abbey and Houses of Parliament.
Yeah, the Houses of Parliament is also above here, so that's why also it was another challenge making the deep subduction lines and stuff for the Jubilee Line extension. Right, nice and easy. Nice. And we don't even have to go up there because this platform then is quite long.
This is Westminster. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Change here for the Jubilee Line. Exit here for Westminster Abbey and Houses of Parliament.
Houses of Parliament, that's right.
This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Embankment and Tower Hill.
Stand clear of the doors. Let's go. Ooh, all that backing behind the texture. But yeah, the cab's very simple in these C-stock trains. Nothing too special. You don't really need anything that special, to be honest. But they're quite old. 1960, I do believe they were introduced, because I think you have the C60 and then you have the C70 or the C65. I don't even know what variations of C-stocks you have.
Embankment. Change for the Bakerloo and Northern Lines and National Rail Services from Charing Cross.
Right. Right. Nicely does it.
Embankment. Change here for the Bakerloo and Northern Lines and National Rail Services from Charing Cross. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Tower Hill and Liverpool Street.
Embankment. Nothing to really say about embankment. There's an embankment on the top where you have a pier and stuff like that. Basically, right now we're running alongside the River Thames, which was a very cool thing with the with this kind of like subsurface stock London underground path and route, because it literally ran along the whole river, which is just fantastic in a sense when you have like a metro, even a train line in a city that runs alongside the river, because basically everything's connected up. Off we go. Free past departure time from Embankment. Let's go. Next station, I think, off the top of my head, is Cannon Street. or Temple. Temple. And it is Temple. Yes, we got it right. Good. My memory is intact. It's good. It still works. We have some points here, some siding points. No, not siding points, just changing points of track.
The next station is Temple. Exit for Somerset House.
I've been to Somerset House. It's a great place for architecture. We had like a trip there last year. Great little place. Great place, yeah. Good architect. William Chambers, I do believe, is the architect. And basically the whole kind of setup of Somerset House is that actually, because before the river would have actually come up to the Somerset House, but now that they've built the whole kind of embankment in front of it, and it's just cool how you can see the kind of like entrances that ships would have actually have to gone into the Somerset House, which is actually quite a cool little thing. Just wanted to say that. If any of you guys have been there, or you know, any of you guys are interested in architecture, you know. 4 past? Oh, we're a little bit 1 minute late. Better get a move on. Still have a bit to go. Probably say no, we're not halfway. I say Aldgate is pretty much halfway. That's why the sign here has Circle Line via Aldgate, because basically when you're going from Hammersmith or even from Edgware Road, Aldgate's kind of a good kind of middle point, as you know. Like when you're going from Hammersmith to Aldgate or Edgware Road to Aldgate, it will always say like, oh, via Aldgate, until it gets to Aldgate where it'll change. It's kind of like the announcer would say something different, like, oh, a different set of stations, because Aldgate is no longer. Oh, and we're now actually passing a closed station, Blackfriars, which is actually open in the current day. Just to let you know, it is open. But right now, we do have to say on our announcer that we have a closed station.
The next station is closed. This train will not stop at the next station.
Cool, we got that out of the way. Yeah, Blackfriars is open currently today. It's quite a nice. Well, the tube station isn't really anything special, but the actual Thames Link station, or First Capital Connect station as they call it now. It's not Thames Link anymore, but it's really nice. It's literally, they built this whole new complex across the Blackfriars Bridge, and it's incredible. It's like, I think that's where for the new trains that Siemens are building, the class, oh my god, I can't remember what, class 470? Basically the new trains for the Thames Link program are basically shown off in graphics on the new Blackfriars station, basically.
The next station is Mansion House.
Little middle platform there for some trains that terminate there. I think it's mainly, Circle Line trains can terminate there. I don't think District Line trains terminate here. District Line trains normally terminate at Tower Bridge. I think I did a video. I think my previous video was from Mansion House to Edgware Road, I do believe. So we're going one step further. We're going into the unknown. I'll be depart in 10 seconds, so we're a little early. That's good. And also another thing with the underground system which is really cool, is the signaling is obviously different to normal signaling, normal BR signaling or whatever it's called for normal mainline trains. In the underground network, you just basically have a green and a red signal. You'd have green and red. I don't think they use amber. Maybe they do use amber, but I don't. It's basically you either have green and another color. You either have green and amber or green and red. And like say here you have two stacked signals on top of each other, so basically it can show you the signal even past the other signal. So right now we have both green, so we're fine. Like if one was amber or one was red, it means that the one after is like a different color or whatever.
The next station is Cannon Street. Change for National Rail Services.
Cannon Street. Well, the Cannon Street, the National Rail Service. Oh, we have a new signal up ahead. Interesting. Oh, look at there! There's a train in front of us. Hell to that! Look, there's a D stop in front of us. Great. Interesting. Look, we might be able to catch up to it. That's cool. Anyway, basically, so you can see right now, look, there's an amber beneath the green. So basically now the green is saying that look, it's fine, but there's the next signal is a red. So you know, it's kind of to, you know, alert the driver for approaching signals instead of to have him to always check the signal to see like what's coming up. You can now have everything in one signal basically. So we're supposed to leave at 5. Well, no, at 10 past. We need to depart at 10 past. So right now it's 10. And I do want to chase this D-stop train, but we have a red signal, so it's not like we're going to be chasing very far. So we're just going to slow down now, basically keeping an idle. We don't want to overshoot, because if you go over this red signal, basically the game ends. Which is annoying. There's no retry point or anything. Which is, I find that very annoying about this game. It's like, say if you do something wrong, it will just shut the game off and be like, no, you now have to go back to the main menu. So maybe if you know you're going to do something bad, just save the game before you do it.
Waterloo and City, Northern and Central lines from Bank.
Interesting fact about Monument, basically there's a huge escalator that links this station between another station and Bank. I think that's the most interesting thing about Monument. So basically Monument's 2 stations in one, because you can connect to Bank basically.
This is Monument. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Oh, and a shout out, I forgot to do the shout out at the front of the video, but a shout out to Truly Psycho Gaming. I forgot to put him into it, but I put his link to his YouTube channel down below. He does simulation videos like with Euro Truck Simulator and OMSI, and also I think Train Simulator, so check him out. I do shout outs, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the video, I'm really sorry, but his link, the link of his channel will be put down in the description below. So I'm sorry, Truly Psycho Gaming, I didn't shout out to you earlier, but there's your shout out. Your link will be in the description of the video, so you know, check him out, guys. You know, I like giving shout outs to people. Like if anyone wants a shout out, just, you know, comment down below and I'll give you a shout out in the video to come, or the video to come, I don't know.
The next station is Tower Hill. Change for Docklands Light Railway services from Tower Gateway and National Rail services from Fenchurch Street. Exit for the Tower of London.
Yeah, this is basically the terminus point of some district line trains. Like most of them from Richmond, I would say, that would terminate here, just to kind of spread out the load on the line.
This is Tower Hill.
But yeah, as I said, Truly Psycho Gaming, there's your little shout out. Check his channel out, guys, it'll be in the description. Yeah. I'm really sorry that I didn't actually plug that in at the beginning. I do tend to forget things when I'm making videos, because I go into the video and I go into the mood of talking in the video that I actually forget about things around me. So like, you know, I have a bottle of water right now that I could drink. Ooh. Let's go. gonna take a sip of this water. Are tube drivers allowed to take a bottle of water with them? I don't know. That beats me. I don't know too much information about tube drivers. But my dad did used to work on in the London Underground, like in the offices or whatever, somewhere in the departments of TfL for London Underground. And basically, I got to speak to some of the like train operators and the kind of signal people that would like look at monitors and stuff and see where trains are. I think one of the bases I went to was at Gloucester Road. It was a really interesting. It's really interesting to see what happens behind the scene. But yeah, and I got to go through to different like hidden places at different stations or whatever that you would normally the public don't see. So it was definitely really interesting.
Is Aldgate.
Right, Aldgate, we've pretty much hit halfway, I think. And this is obviously where the Metropolitan line terminates, and basically we have no AI trains that actually use these middle sidings or whatever, or we don't have any A stop or S stop trains to replicate the Metropolitan line, which is annoying. Pretty much halfway. I can change the sign now to what's that town? King's Cross. Oh, maybe this is probably when Circle Line trains like could terminate anywhere, but now they, Circle Line train there. So we're basically at halfway point. I like to walk around that Aldgate a bit, because we do stay here for like 1 or 2 minutes, so I can just walk around. So yeah, Aldgate, we are, as you can see, we're down there basically. So we've driven from Edgware Road all the way around, and now we're going to go all the way up to Hammersmith. And see, like, the thing with these stations, you can walk around them, which is pretty cool. This is how Aldgate looks on the whole, because I have been to Aldgate. There's another train coming in there, but I'm going to go back into the cab because I don't want to be late. And I shouldn't have left the cab door open. Like, that is just so bad. Like, someone could just walk in, could have a terrorist attack. Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that. That's sad. Like, like during the 7/7 bombings of London Overground, it was such a rough time. Like, because I had friends and people that were on the tube during that time, and it was just a horrible kind of like event. It was just not a nice time, and it was just like, because there's the thing about the underground is it is kind of vulnerable to these kind of things because there's not a lot of security, and definitely after that happened, the underground became like a mini airport system, because there was, when you were going on the train, like you just need to be searched sometimes, or like they had security everywhere, and it was crazy. And then like now it's fine. Now it's like pretty much how it was before. But you can't really put too much security on the underground because of the system. It's a mass transportation system, so you can't stop everyone, you can't do security checks on everyone, because it would just delay the whole system. And that's the kind of thing that like people want to improve, like in some ways, because we don't obviously want another terrorist attack on the underground. But I heard that there was like apparently going to be some terrorist attacks during the Olympics, which would have been awful, but they didn't happen, which is good. But more security was obviously pulled in during the Olympics. But I generally hope that nothing like that happens again, because I think that was just, it was just horrible when it happened, because it was just so uncalled for. It was so unnatural, because on the underground, like, people are just going about. It's just something they do every day. They take the train. It's nothing to really worry about. Like, I guess with a plane, you can have those kind of feelings or whatever, like when you're in the sky, it's like, oh, am I gonna get hit or hijacked? But on a tube train, you really don't get those kind of feelings, because you're just taking a tube to work or whatever. You know, it's at rush hour, loads of people use it, you don't think about those kind of things, so, you know, it's kind of surreal when it happened.
The next station is Liverpool Street. Change for the Central and Hammersmith and City lines and National Rail services.
But the thing is as well, like, one of these C-stop trains that I'm driving actually did get blown up, which was like, I think it was outside Edgware Road. Oh, hello. We have a red signal and we have a green signal. That's an interesting pair.
This is Liverpool Street. Change here for the Central and Hammersmith and City lines and National Rail services.
Okay, we are now
This is a
two
Circle
green.
Line train to Hammersmith via King's Cross and
See, you have
Pancras,
they have different
Baker
tags, like
Street.
that's OD22 and that's OD2, so, you know, probably shows for different signals up ahead what's happening. 20 past, we can be a little bit early, 10 seconds early, but it wouldn't hurt anyone. So Liverpool Street, next station, I do believe, off memory, is no, not Farringdon, might be Farringdon, Barbican or Farringdon or Moorgate, one of those three. Moorgate, yes, Moorgate. Interesting station, Moorgate. Obviously before with the Moorgate line with the first couple to connect.
Next station is Moorgate. Change for the Northern Line and National Rail services.
But now those platforms over there are pretty much ghost platforms. No one uses them. The middle two platforms are used sometimes for shuttle services on the like services, say, between Hammersmith and Moorgate. They actually use them for testing of the S-Dock trains for Hammersmith and City line between Hammersmith and Moorgate, to test out the new S-Dock, which is pretty cool.
Circle Line train to Hammersmith via King's Cross and Pancras and Baker Street.
Interesting, we have a red signal. Okay, we can go for walkies. Or unless it just changed back now randomly. Anyway, there you go. There's my C-stop train I'm driving. Anyway, yeah, here is the sidings. As I said, these two were they're just used for like some shuttle services by the Circle Line or whatever, or the Metropolitan or Hammersmith and City, and these were used for the testing of the S-Dock trains. Over there you have the old Thameslink or First Couple to Connect platforms where trains would go from here up to, you know, Bedford or wherever and stuff like that. They're obviously disused, and in real life they're just there. No one uses them. Right, we've got a green signal. Let's go back into our cab. Oh yeah, and you can also open this. Let's leave it open. Wait, can I leave it open? Yes, I can. Yeah, let's see. Some people, I've actually seen drivers do this. They just, you know, they just whip out this door open in the summer, and some of them even, you know, do that. I'm gonna, you know, for the fun of it, I'm gonna leave this door open. You know, get a little bit of breeze in here. Why not? Right. You see, this is the siding that goes into Moorgate. Yeah, that door is a little bit annoying. It's in my sight. Let's. Oh, I can't. I have to stand up and close it. We'll close it at the next station, which is Barbican. We have like the Barbican Towers. What else do you have? You have Barbican Towers. You have, I don't know. You have the Barbican Centre and stuff like that. And we get to see the outside. Yay! again here, Fast Capital Connect services will stop here as well. These are also disused platforms.
This is Barbican. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via King's Cross and Pancras and Baker Street.
There you go. I've closed that door if any of you guys are anal about that. Let's just have a look. There's Barbican. Are we supposed to leave 24? We can leave now, it's fine. 4 seconds to spare. Or now, exactly, we're supposed to leave. Let's go. Next station is Farringdon, which is, I think, Farringdon is actually pretty much the oldest station on the line. Or the oldest station on the whole underground network, because the first kind of line was built between Paddington and Farringdon with steam trains in 45? I don't know, I'm not good at history. But yeah, Farringdon is basically where the whole underground started. And it's still there today, it's still being used. It's being used also by National Rails, Fast Capital Connect.
The next station is
It's cool.
Farringdon. Change for National Rail Services.
There we go. Farringdon Station, and just right there you get the platforms that are in use by the Fast Capital Connect. But in real life, Farringdon is so much more modern than it is in this game. In this game, they still have the kind of working site and stuff like that. Like you have these blue boards and stuff like that, showing that there's still work being done on the station. In real life, it is completely modernized. 25, we can leave. Let's use an announcer. I don't use the announcer too often. What can we use it? Stand clear of the doors. There we go.
Stand clear of the doors.
There we go. So I can be all official. But drivers tend to use, like, please stand clear of the doors. They use that kind of announcement like in the kind of busy stations. You wouldn't use it on like a quiet station or like when there's no people, you know. What's the point? It's just like wasting your time. It's like, oh, please stand clear of the doors. And the next station, King's Cross and Pancras, which actually looks really nice in the game actually. In real life, well, King's Cross is, I think, the most interchangeable station, so like the most lines interchange at the station. Like I think you have Victoria, you have Northern, you have Piccadilly, you have Hammersmith City, Circle, Metropolitan, and then like you have also the National Rails, you have Eurostar, so it's quite a heavy interchange station, so you know. I'm sure everyone's been through King's Cross once upon a time when they've gone on the underground network. And above there is London, somewhere. Dirty old London. It just looks so dreary and depressing in this game. No, this game just wants you to... okay, there's a train in King's Cross. Okay, I get the point. Oh no, it's fine now. Or maybe there is still, maybe there's a signal
The
before
next
King's
station
Cross.
is King's Cross and Pancras.
Oh.
Change for the Northern,
Oh, there's a train in front of us.
Lines and national and international
Better slow
rail
down.
services. Exit for the World Institute of the Blind.
Well, there you go. This is what I'm talking about. Look, there's a train right in front of me. Like, this is how close trains are in real life. This is not fake. I do not want to cross that. I want to wait till it's... Give me a green light. Come on. Train is gone. There we go. Let's go. Let's go into the platform really fast. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Look, train right in front of me. Twice. We had a D stock and now we have a C stock in front of us. Yes, hello. So passengers that didn't get onto that train, look, you have another train right here. It's incredible, the frequency of these trains.
This is King's Cross St Pancras. Change here for the Northern Piccadilly,
Okay,
Victoria
there's a
and
little bit of
national and international rails.
We ain't never giving up, cause we ain't born for that. Gotta catch us fast to do. Fast to do. The ship is cruising, it's cruising.